Warning: the following stunts do not in any way resemble those performed in MXC or American Gladiators. Viewer discretion is strongly prohibited.
Hi, Mom. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Turn Yo Brain Off. I'm Bruce Dykoff.
And I'm Duff McWhalen.
Tonight, we're expecting a hell of an event. Tonight's competition works like this. It's the best overall time of the contestants' 3 heats.
Let's go down to Rob to explain the rules.
Each heat will start with chugging a beer off this speaker. And then continuing on to the swivel chair 20 times. Carrying on to the final pedestal of glory where you will finish your beer. And then return to the speaker. Let's get it on, boys.
That's right, that's how it's going to go down tonight.
And it's gonna be an intense one. Let's go down to John to see his very first heat of the evening.
Well, I can't wait to see this one.
Alright, our first competitor is John Shoes.
Hey. Hi, Mom.
Now, tell me something, John. What do you think you're bringing to this competition today?
You know what? I think I'm bringing a fierce, harsh attitude towards these other lazy-ass competitors. And you know what? I'm in this thing to win. I'm gonna guzzle down this beer and I'm gonna annihilate the competition tonight.
Alright, let's get it done. Competitor, are you ready?
Ready?
On my whistle.
Well, that was a pretty uneventful event there, Bruce.
Yeah, you can say that again. Boring to start this game off. Let's go down to our next competitor, Scott, and see how he's doing.
And our next competitor is Scott. Scott, how do you think you're going to compare versus John's time of 38 seconds?
I think I'm gonna lose. That guy's a machine.
Ready.
Not really.
On my whistle.
Well, that was competitor Scott Roy. He had a pretty big time penalty, if you ask me.
That's right, he didn't complete the mandatory 20 spins in the chair, so he's been penalized 8 seconds. That's right, penalized. Let's go downstairs and meet our third contestant, Tom.
Alright, our next competitor is Tom. Tom, how do you think you're going to do? I mean, it seems general time's been 37, 38 seconds. You think you're going to beat that? Or?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pretty much own every single person that will ever play this game in the history of mankind.
Competitor, are you ready?
Yeah.
On my whistle.
absolutely terrible. He could just not stay on that chair.
No, he could not, that's for sure. Maybe if there was a dildo on that chair, he could have stayed on it, right? All right?
Gazing!
Guzzling. Well, here comes our next competitor, Steve. I wonder how he's gonna do.
Steve, have any words for your competition? Let's do it. Competitor, are you ready?
Not Asian trained pepper.
Well, that was a pretty boring run, if you ask me.
I would say so. Really nothing happened there at all except him scoring a time penalty.
Nothing at all.
Let's go down to our next competitor and our final competitor for the evening, Alex.
All right, Alex. Why don't you tell us how you think you're going to do against your competition today?
Well, I'm drinking 5.5 beer instead, so who knows? Let's do this. Not really. But,
On my whistle.
And that run, full of absolutely nothing, has concluded our first heat.
well, he sure did finish that run pretty fast, though, and efficiently. Am I right? Am I right?
No, I'm afraid he did not. Let's recap the scores now just to clarify that. After the first heat, John's sitting pretty in first place with 38.07 seconds. Close behind him is Steve with 40.88 seconds. Alex is in third place right behind him with 41.52 seconds. And Scott and Tom are both tied for fourth with 45.20 seconds.
Well, let's hope Tom and Scott can pull their way back to the top.
We'll be right back to more Turn Your Brain Off after a message from these guys.
Next time on Turn Your Brain Off, John takes a tumble and risks his first place position. Steve's acrobatics woo the crowd, and one of the competitors falls so hard, it gets this reaction.
Oh my
That was
Jesus!
What a fall!
And of course, more extreme close-ups.